Divine day, divine soul. Welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I've got all the wild, unknown decks out, my archetypes, my alchemy, my tarot, the mini tarot, and the spirit oracle. So let's see what we have coming out in this message. What's the most important message to be delivered at this time? For those of you who are new here, I go by Melinda NailFanatic. I am an open channel for spirit. I channel the messages, whatever comes through. Let me see what cards fell out. I had some fall out from the archetypes deck. 6 cards. Interesting. Okay. The stone. And I heard it just won't move. The stone. There's something about alchemical, chemical symbolism in that too with the stone. Let's see. And we have the village. Ooh, the village. You gotta leave so you can come back. Something won't move, so you gotta leave so you can come back with a different perspective. The underworld, that's where the transformation happens in the underworld, okay? The fault line. Oh, we find the crack. This is actually coming through. That's crazy. This right here looks like a synaptic pattern in the brain. Okay. And then we have the poet. It looks like a person doing this with their own head, like putting in, and then it's like in the image up front, it's like they're holding a crystal ball in front. But the way I just saw this is the brain lit up. This person is using their hands to heal their own head about this synaptic patterning. And it's like, I'm seeing it like they're giving it a clean slate, because if this is supposed to be the brain lit up, which is this, it's like filled in the gaps. And it's reminding me of a reading we did recently where we were talking about a mirror, a broken mirror, and you try to glue it together, with somebody else's attention, love, whatever that you were getting from another, and how that glue would just fall off. But when you put your hands on it, when you focused on building the love within, it's like I see it doing this. It's like it glowed, and then it was healed, and it was complete, and there was no more fracture. So the final card coming out is agape, which is about unconditional love. It's about Christ-like love. It's a Christed love. What is at the bottom? The cave. When you've got a problem, you go into the cave. You go into the cave to get some answers. Interesting. All right, I'm excited because the wild unknown decks have been calling to me for a minute, but doing a reading had not called to me. It's like it calmed down again. It's like, yeah, not right now. I'm like, okay. But today, upon opening my eyes, it was the only thing I wanted to do was get in here and get this reading done for you. It was time. It was finally time. Time to come out of the cave. You've been in the cave. And in this cave, there's this. So for some, when you're in this cave, there's a masculine hand here and a feminine hand. On the nose. Okay. So in this cave, some of you, this is in the cave because being in an intimate connection with somebody else, but the stronger, more resonant that I'm hearing there is in the cave, getting yourself in order. It's like self-imposed isolation period, where get your feminine and masculine in balance, baby, because this stone is here. And it's like this stone, it's giving me actually very much Candy Crush vibes, where it's like under the ice, or it's under the wood or the brick, where you've got to make a pair over it, clear the space. You've got to clear the space like 3 or 4 times before it actually opens up and becomes clear. And that's what I'm seeing with this. Something would not move. Stone, and I'm not reading from the book on this. I'm just like, something was solid. It was so solidified, it would not move. And it's like the different locks that were on top of it, they had to be breaking through. They gave it layers and depth and dimension. It's like they got put in place there by, continual solidification. This is where it was a continual claiming of the same energy, although that energy was not preferred, is the way I'm seeing it. So, practical real life example, somebody is constantly saying stuff like, nobody likes me. And this is strongly giving me internal conversation. Nobody likes me, nobody likes me, nobody likes me. And they've been doing this for so long that has become very solidified. In order to shift that energy, they're going to have experiences. I'm getting major experiences, and they're going to have to respond consistently in a new direction every time in order to break that stone, in order to break the locks and blocks that are above it so that it can move. Okay. So something was blocked by the village, and it was right next to, so the stone is next to the village, which is next to the underworld. There's some energy here. It's like, because everybody believes the village is, it takes a village to raise a child. Energy is like, come together. Let's all come together right now. Okay, come together right now. But in this, it's like, this village, because it's a small, close-knit group, it can only evolve and grow so far. So there's this underworld energy that's coming through, and it's like, yeah, gotta go see something different. It's like too much time in the roses and you can't smell them anymore. That's what it is. At the village, you had everything you needed. Everything was provided for, but it was simple. It was a simple life. Shout out to Interstellar Frequency, High Vibes Tribe. Divine day to you too. But yes, you had everything you needed. It was all provided, but it was a simple life. Okay. And it's like wanting more. And then with the underworld, it's like, you know what? Going into a shadow work to go and figure it out. And right now, actually, the underworld is speaking to me deeply about like everything that's hidden. So the way I'm seeing it is like, to provide for the village, to contribute towards the village, which is taking care of everyone, having to go into the shadow, because anywhere where there's resistance, anywhere where there is cross-current beliefs and programs in place, those have to be highlighted. And boom, you found it. This fault line was speaking about the synaptic patterning in the brain, which is related to all this underworld energy, which is giving me all the cross-current beliefs, all the limited programming, all the lack and limitation, all of the doubts, all of the things that are counterproductive to the connection with others, providing for contributing to the village, being a part of the village, being included, feeling included. And then with that fault line, it's like, once that fault line is identified, so where's the fault? Where the fault line? Okay, where is the fault? Where is that? What is that synaptic patterning connected to? And it's like the poet comes through, speaking the divine word. I'm getting speaking the divine word while using the power healing energy that is emitted from the hands, and it's showing me on the brain, right? And it's like, you're not going to remove the fault line. What you're doing is you're infusing it with thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Healthy, whole, and complete. That's the energy that you're infusing into it. And I see it lighting up and becoming exactly that. But the poet card is like talking about the magic of your words. And then this is forming, this agape card looks like it's forming the new connections being formed, forming new synaptic patterns, right? With Christed love, unconditional love, Christed love all up in it. Okay. Wow. So much come through. No wonder these decks have been calling to me, because so much coming through. All right. So from the alchemy, let's see what we have. The great serpent. Wow. It's got gems through its spine. Spine is made of precious gems, diamonds and emeralds and rubies and such. It's the Ouroboros, but it's the great serpent that eats its tail. So there's this constant rebirth and regeneration. There's a constant cycling. It's like the death and the rebirth is constantly happening. Okay. And then we have silver. Argentum, silver. Silver for me is with the intuition. And again, what this is giving me, this subconscious energy. So I'm seeing the brain energy there again. And then this poet and this silver card coming together, because both of those are showing me the moon. Okay. Where in the first card out, when we had all the locks and blocks, it's like there was something even covering. I'm seeing the dark space in the center of the stone image here as like it's something covering the surface of the moon. So it's like, are we talking about, in some cases, I see talking about the removal of the calcification of the pineal gland. Are we talking about some sort of calcification in the brain area for somebody in a literal physical experience? I'm not a doctor. Y'all already know that. I'm a mind mechanic. Self-proclaimed. Bottom of the deck, we have copper. And this is just edifying what I already received. This is like just supporting what I've just spoken about. What was that was, because in this copper, it's, look at the similarity in the card. And I'm just like, okay, there is a covering. There was a covering. This fault line does look like the synaptic patternings, but it's now also looking like the breaking point where the whatever is the only word I know to use is calcified, crusted over. I heard crusted over from non-use. That I just see it being broken open. It's like there's something there, and it's whatever that is, it's related to the underworld. It's like, that dark circle in the center of the stone is related to that underworld card. It's like, if you zoom in on this dark circle that is covering over the moon energy, talking about the brain energy in this card, if you zoom in, this is what you find. You find this is what it looks like. It looks like the underworld. It looks like death and rebirth. It looks like something there that needs to be offered up through the Ouroboros to the great serpent. It's like, this needs to be recycled. This needs to be, cycled through. It's done here. It's done what it needs to do. It's time for the next evolutionary phase of it. Okay. So there's this processing of the underworld energy, the shadow aspects, the dark, the ugly. But that is where the fault line, that's where the breakthrough comes in. That's where the crust begins to be removed. That's where the calcification is removed. That's where that old stuff breaks off. Okay. That's where the old programming breaks off. The old mentality breaks off. The old covering, the old skin. Yeah, like the skin, the old skin. Because as the snake grows larger, it must shed its skin, because the old skin is too small, and it will naturally shed its skin. Okay. All right. I'm getting to pull what tarot spread from my deck of spreads is going to deliver this message most effectively with the ᗯItᗼ tarot, the mini ᗯItᗼ tarot, and the ᗯItᗼ animal spirit oracle messages that I'm going to deliver next. Show me the perfect spread to receive this message with the most clarity. Thank you. And it's the treasure chest spread. Cool. This is a 9-card spread. I'm so excited about this right now. And that's absolutely gorgeous because the treasure chest spread talks about diamonds, pearls, gold coins, emeralds, platinum chains, sapphires, quartz crystals, rubies, and unpolished diamonds. And I told you we had the precious gems in here. So, excuse me. Ugh, that's not cute. I had to come off camera for that. And for that. So, excuse me one moment. And okay. Put the fan on. And then we're going to get into this spread here. All right. So we're going to do this 9-card spread. I'm really excited to see how it comes out. And what's up, BD? I see you. And let's see what the messages is for us at this time. All right. From the time the first card falls, all the cards are perfectly in order for us to just lay the spread and receive this message. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. Actually, they want eyes on the cards now. So give me a second. Ay, Dios mío, con no hay espacio. Okay, there. All right. Time to shift perspective. Tribe should see the cards for the tarot spread. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, bottom of the deck is, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. So we have double 10s immediately because of the 10 of Swords showed itself here in our first position. Okay, so and it's interesting because 10 and 10, and then they're showing me. I did a reading at the studio a while back, and it was like 10, 10, 10. It was like perfect score, right? And because we had, I think it was the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of I don't know if it was the 10 of Swords or the 10 of Wands, but yeah. So first position is the diamonds. So with the diamonds, we have in the position of the diamonds, we have you. This is where you shine, and it's the 10 of Swords. This is where you shine. Your talents, your abilities, and your assets. And what you coming through with the 10 of Swords is like, what is you? Where do you shine? You shine in your ability to shut shit down. And you shine in your ability to close out cycles, to be decisive, to make a decision, to to come to a conclusion, a final answer. Like, you know how to do that. This is where you shine. You also, this is also telling me like it's a big asset to you that you're able to close out anything that is no longer serving you. You know, if it's no longer serving your best interests, you know how to let it go. And this is one of your talents, your abilities, and your assets. This is where you shine. So let me see why the 10 of Swords. Show me the 10 of Swords. I have 2 cards coming out. And it's the cheetah and the dragon. Interesting, because I'm actually seeing this eye of the dragon as this is your energy. it's like the cheetah's gonna run. Somebody, because the cheetah's coming through right now, like they think they're slick, they think they're swift, but they get to running. They get to running because you can see. So it's like you can see who and what a person is really about, and that causes them to run. It causes them to run because you shut them down. You let them know, because you are the dragon that's constantly the Ouroboros. You got this Ouroboros energy. It's like you go through death and rebirth and transformation all day long. It's like, I know I do this. This is like what I do. I have no problem shutting the shit down. I have no problem ending it, walking away, and just starting all over again. This is like somebody who can pick up and start over again and get going all over again and take a fresh start. Show me the 10 of Swords. Okay, thank you. The 2 of Wands, a choice is a decision. About the 5 of Wands, challenges and difficulties. Daughter of Swords, but I see clearly through all that. Let's take one off the top. And the Emperor, yeah, and protected energy. So yeah, there's a protected energy here in this 10 of Swords. It's like you make decisions because you can see beyond the immediacy, the immediate presentation. You can see the challenge. Your wisdom helps you go to the path of, I'm just gonna protect my energy here. Okay. In the second position of the pearls, this is what you know. Your knowledge and your information is the Mother of Cups. You're psychic. You're receptive. It's like you're empathic. It's like you can pick up on energies, intentions, emotions. If you start feeling some crazy emotions, you've learned to discern that sometimes you're sensing those crazy emotions from others around you. I'm hearing, let me see more why the Mother of Cups is your pearls, because you have so much wisdom. Yeah, look at the tiger coming through, and look at how it's like got a very high priestess energy with the crescent moon there on the third eye position. And the tiger is a sacred animal from Korea, right? It's in Korean perspective, it's a very sacred animal. It's revered and it's feared because it can be very dangerous as well. And so this Mother of Cups is coming through with, like, it's a protective energy that you're able to see and sense. So it's like I pick up on people's feelings. I can tell if somebody's getting angry, jealous, or feeling violent, or whatever. You can sense out the energy that feels suspect in the environment, and I'm here and act accordingly. Not be so surprised by things. This is one of the things that helps you to know when to walk away, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Excuse me. And so, yeah, that energy is coming through as being very powerful in you. And it's part of the wisdom for you now. Okay. So let me see more on the Mother of Cups in the position of the pearls. Why do we have the Mother of Cups in the position of the pearls, please and thank you? Okay, starting here. Now the Mother of Pentacles. And in every deck, I don't care where, like, she is my queen of self-development, but this is, look at how she's taking care of her baby. It's mommy taking care of a baby. And the Five of Cups. There's sadness here. Mother knows that I took care of the baby. Okay, Three of Cups. There's joy over here, and then the Two of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's like this mother took care of her baby, but there's a sadness here. Okay, there's a sadness in this because I told you, I showed you. This is right here looking like the mother, and now there's two babies, right? And then it's like, but I'm not seeing you do it. So that message come through. I don't feel like that's for everyone and everything in this, but what I'm seeing is somebody who's basically, I'm seeing, nursing all of the emotional with emotionally disturbing situations, difficult situations, bringing love into the situation and taking, and it's like sometimes it's like gotta separate from that which causes this. Okay, so there's a choice being made. Basically, I see somebody here who is doing the self-development work of making a decision to choose the joy, um to choose to, it's like, yes, I have, this has been a sad situation, but here's the blessing in it, here's the happiness, this is why it was coming together, even though it fell apart, this is how it came together. And that's the decision that's being made, and it's like with a very wise decision. And it's like being able to see in advance, even because the Mother of Cups is there, being even able to see in advance what was coming down the road. Yeah, what was coming down the road, in a connection, in the connection with others, being able to see where the separation would come in, being able to see like, oh, this is a different vibe, then that's a different vibe, like they're not part of our inner circle. That Three of Cups was looking like a very close-knit inner circle. It's like the inner circle is so small, right? The circle of trust. Mm. So you know that everybody's on a different vibe. I feel like because that's in the position of your knowledge and your information, it's like you make your decisions. You're like, are they our vibe or not? Is this person in tune and in alignment with us or not? Is this experience in tune and in alignment or not? Is this course of action in tune and in alignment or not? And it's like you make that decision based off of that, because you can sense it spiritually before you go through it, before you get to it. Okay. And the position of the gold coins, which is our next position, it says money and material possessions. And it's the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles, there's a cooperative energy. It's like there's a cooperative flow. Yeah, there's a cooperative flow, a cooperative energy. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is in the foreground. The mountain is in the back. There's this having overcome a type of challenge. A mountain speaks to me about a challenge. And also, that's interesting because, so we had the fault line there, right? Mountains are formed, and they just showed me that something from science class as a child. The mountains are formed when the fault lines come together, and it's the crust of the earth. We were talking about crust, right? One goes over the other, and so it'll project the other up, like a mountain is formed. So anywhere where there's mountains, there's a fault line where one of the crusts of the earth overlaid the other. So there's something, look at the fire energy that comes out here. This, it's like everything is coming together in the money and material possessions. His is like, if you put out a call for more money to show up, it's like each of these ants is bringing you a gold coin type of a thing. This is like, these are your new clients. This is the word of mouth. And it starts slowly. It looks slow in the beginning because, yeah, but as you can see, as you move to the edge, all the others that are moving in, excuse me, and thank you. The rest of the energy that's moving in is coming in a abundance. It's like, so this Three Pentacles could be the first three ants to show up in this attractive energy. Yet it's coming an onslaught. It's gonna be so much. It's so much coming. I love that. So let me see, clarify for me this Three of Pentacles. So this is letting me know, you know what, you better do something about this, body, because I already said I wasn't going to record with the freaking allergies going off. I know what my body is doing, but I don't like recording and blowing my fucking nose and sneezing. I don't mind blowing my nose and sneezing. I just don't like doing it on camera anymore. Like, get it together. Don't make me cut off this reading. It's so annoying. If I'm going to be doing all this, I'd rather be doing it not on camera. All right. So it's like, do you have to do some annoying stuff? Because everything that happens during a live is on purpose. Nothing is on accident. Okay. So let's go back into this and see. So this is letting me know that part of what's being healed in this is with this whole subconscious and synaptic patterning programming healing energy that's happening here. One, you know that everybody can't stay, that there's endings and there's beginnings, and you gotten really good at knowing when to end stuff. Another thing too is understanding and perceiving what type of energy they're bringing to you, and then being very decisive with what you receive. Okay. And then now, with as far as finances go, we have the six of wands. Six of wands energy. And there's that butterfly, a blue butterfly. With the Father of Cups. Let me just look at these two for a moment. Yeah, this is talking to me about this is talking to me right now about remembering all the times you've overcome challenges and difficulties regarding anything in your physical money and material possessions, because that's what this whole position is talking about. I see more money and material possessions coming your way. You could only have 3 pentacles, but that's not going to last. We had 10 of pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that's what you've been building towards. And this is saying, like, this is like emotional satisfaction, um joy, confidence, um conviction, even that you can and have overcome challenges and obstacles that were regarding money and material possessions in the past. The fact that this is coming through as a black swan, there's something here about you being a rarity and being very grounded. Even though you live on the water, which means you're always in the emotions, you're very grounded. So you're able to take decisive action around emotional situations, okay, that lead to success. And this is what is affecting your money and material positions right now. And then we have the Four of Wands, okay. And this is looking like a portal, a benchmark. And the Four of Wands is a card that talks about celebrations and festivities and new stability and new foundations. And we have the Mother of Cups. Wow. Look at that. It's the couple, the Mother of Cups and the Father of Cups with the Four and the Wands in the middle. Okay, so this is like, and then we had the Mother of Cups over here. Remember, the Mother of Cups was here with your pearls. What you know, your knowledge, your information. So it's like your knowledge and your information is working together with the way you respond to things. Boom, it's bringing the money right home to the Four of Wands. I love it. So emotional mastery is being huge for you right now in bringing home the trophy, the money, the furniture, the vehicle, the home itself. It's bringing home the material, the assets. It's bringing it all home to you. But that emotional mastery is very necessary. Instead of just respond knee-jerk reactions and stuff like that, this is really understanding and processing what the emotional GPS is delivering, what it's giving, and what it's guiding. Because when you're having emotions, it is giving and guiding something. But this is somebody who has become aware of what it's giving and what it's guiding, and then implemented in real live time that guidance to move forward. Taking that guidance and allowed it to be an active part of their physical waking life. Okay. Position 4 is the emeralds. Who you know, your relationships comes out here. And we have the Hermit. This is a Virgo energy. Okay, who you know. Some of you are like, I don't know anybody. I just stay to myself. I really don't mess with nobody. I stay home. I'm alone. Who do I know? I don't know nobody. Who do I know? I know me. I know my own guidance. Some of you are like, I have a Virgo. I know a Virgo. Okay. In the position of the emeralds, who you know and your relationships, we have the elk. Huh. This is giving me the energy of I'm really by myself right now, but I know that I'm gonna meet interesting people along the way who are attracted. Their light is attracted to my light. It's like their light is attracted to my light. Because remember, you were with the village, but then you said there's not enough here. I gotta go find more. It's almost like within the village, you were looking for somebody who was like you, but you could never find that. And so it's like, well, let me go on this quest to see if I can meet someone or find someone who is got this energy like me, this ability like me, somebody that I don't feel repulsed by, that I don't feel like I have to walk away from, because it's like you have a strong sensibility as you're walking through this life of who. It's almost like everybody that comes into your path, it seems like it's on a very limited timeline. And you're like, yeah, this person is not going to be here they can only be here for this long. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm so done with this. Time to go. Show me more with the Hermit as far as who you know and your relationships. Show me the emeralds here with the Hermit. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out with the Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius energy and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So for some, you're by yourself, but who do you know? You know a Sagittarius person. A Sagittarius person that you had to close that energy out with. A Sagittarius person that you just feel like there's all these entanglements. Not going to do all these entanglements. Okay, let me see more. Yeah, see the moon. Interesting. So this Sagittarius energy of the Temperance is right in between two closure cards for me. The moon is the end of an emotional cycle, looking into the past, okay, and subconscious energy. The Wheel of Fortune is when you finally shut down something that has been going on in life, closing out a karmic cycle. Somebody that and is it of the twin flame energy? Because Temperance is also if there's a twin flame card for me, it is the Temperance. And look at the twin flame energy, how it shows up right here, right? What else? And the Nine of Swords. And this is why we shut that shit down. Because Nine of Swords. Look at how ugly that is. I'm just saying, like, the eyeballs and the worms. And it's just like... So there's this energy. For somebody, it could be a Pisces. I see a Pisces sign here as well. Okay, but in this position of who you know, we have the Hermit. So we're going to go back to that Virgo energy, right? Who you know and your relationships. So what is this saying? There's fear. There's in this card, it's not showing me alignment at all. It's showing me fears and worries and all of that. So what is it? It's like there's wisdom that's saying, for some of you, there's even, I'm picking up on a father energy that's saying, with that elk there, that's saying, listen, just close out this cycle. You don't need to be involved in that. And with the moon, it's like these two are going to grow on their own path. Okay. And it's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to separate your path from that one. So this is about separating your path from somebody who's not really been... It's interesting because it's like, why, if they've not really been in the experience, Why do we need to separate the past? So this is really talking to me about what's lingering in the mind, in the emotional, and in your programming about a situation with a person that left you very alone, okay? With people that left you very alone. This is using that path of this journey to go find more than the village had to offer, to help you confront your fears, to help you figure out, because it's like, oh, everything, and they had everything they needed when they were at home in the village, but once they once they left the village, they had to fend for themselves, and then face a lot of fears. They had to trust that everything was going to show up, okay? And then it's like people could be worried about you while you're gone. While you're on the road, you bump into these weird people, weird creatures. They got strange energy. They have a bunch of different fears. You're not used to that because back at home in the village, ain't nobody have that energy. You wanted to find some different stuff. You didn't know that you were just going to find, interesting. I heard some psychotic energy was literally what I just heard. That's wild. But that's what I found. It's like, be careful what you wish for. You're wanting something different. You want to understand more. There's something here about you bump into one, you find somebody is drawn to you. This person is drawn to you. It's like you are looking for more. You were hoping for more. You go into it, and what you don't know is what's hidden beneath it. What's hidden beneath you is a lot of peace with this temperance and this wheel of fortune. What's hidden beneath the one that comes your way is a lot of ugly darkness, mental confusion, maybe mental health issues, unaddressed mental health issues. Okay. What's hidden behind that moon energy with this one is the disfigurement of their mental processes, disfigurement of their mental capacity. It's like their brain just don't work right. Somebody brain just don't work right in this. Their perspectives is all messed up by their dysfunctioning brain. Their subconscious patterning is full of fear. So there's that energy there too. Because remember, we were mainly talking about subconscious patterning and having to hit the same thing over and over and over again to free it. And this is showing me right now in this, you are in this person's life, like there's somebody here who's like, how are you so at peace when I'm sitting in fear and worry and I don't know what the fuck to do? I'm so confused. How is it that you're all at peace and everything just seems to be working out for you? It doesn't make any fucking sense. How dare you? And this is somebody who's got some major mental health issues about why you seem to have things flowing towards you and working in your favor, and you seem to be okay when they're in some sort of mental storm, mental turmoil, mental illness, mental health awareness is huge, and mental health is amazing to embrace. It's not the easiest thing you're gonna do, but it is so necessary if you're on the mental health path. Yeah, keep that up. And it's like, so in this case, another block is broken off of the what was it? Another block is broken off of the Candy Crush, right? Because we're talking about having different layers, different locks and blocks on it. This is showing me as you confront this energy, remember who you are, understand that, they got their own feelings about it, but you also recognize, like, clearly there's some mental health issues there. Nothing to be done about that. I feel like this is one of the ones that you have to separate from intuitively with love, with agape. You're going to leave it in agape, okay, which is unconditional love, Christed love. So let's see the platinum chains in this. What's holding you back? What you need to release? What do we have? The Seven of Pentacles. And it shows up like stair steps, but it's saying to me, maybe if I just give it enough time, if I just do it enough, if I hit it, if I just do it just right. This is the energy of the, I hate to say it the way I'm going to, but this is giving me the energy. of the abused wife that's constantly saying, he's going to change. One day he'll change. And he never changes. So what's holding you back, what you need to release is that long-term investment. So this is letting me know that this situation is a long-term investment. Okay, long-term investment and the earthworm. Interesting. So the earthworm, first thing I'm seeing is, the earthworm, it lives in the dark. Ha! If they want to live in the dark, honey, you can't make them live in the light. They're showing me, because they took me all the way back to when I was like 4 and 5 years old. I ain't even lie. When I was like 4 or 5 years old, where I lived in Denver, we lived in projects, baby. But they're showing me a specific time when it rained so much that all the worms came out of the ground. All the worms came out of the ground. The worms came out of the ground because of the water that went into the ground. So the ground, the darkness, the shadow, the dark night of the soul energy. Somebody, earthworm energy, what you need to release is long-term investment in somebody who only comes out into the air in the light when they go through these certain emotions. So this is like somebody who love bombs. This is like somebody who's so sweet every time they're having an emotional shit. But once that emotional shit passes, once the earth dries, they go back down into the dark night of the soul. They go back down into the dirt. They go back down into the darkness. So there's this person, what you need to release is long-term investment into these people who only come out and show their true nature. They only show up in the light when they're having some deep emotions. So they're only there in love and light and happiness and transparency when they're having these knee-jerk emotional experiences that force them out, right? The water inundating the earth forced the earthworms out. But once that water subsided enough, them earthworms crawled right back into the dirt. Well, the ones that escaped, my father and I picking them out of the ground because we were going to go fishing, baby. That's the memory. It's like, you remember when you and your dad went and grabbed all the... Yes, I do remember that. And they're using the earthworms as the experience. So somebody here... So when the earthworms come out, that could be used to turn it into bait, to hook a bigger energy. But a lot of them earthworms escape right back into the ground. In fact, most of them. And the thing about the earthworm is, even if you cut it, it doesn't necessarily die. I don't know why. I just remember that in my head, that even if it gets cut, it doesn't necessarily die. It will still live on. So this energy that goes back and forth and only comes out under the severest or harshest of emotional experiences doesn't die if you cut it up. It's going to have to be turned into bait for something larger, to catch something larger. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because if you just cut it, part of it survives, and it will heal itself, and it will come back. Just this is the same form it was before. Okay, let me see. We have the 7 of Wands on this 7 of Pentacles with the Tower. And this is, so we're talking about subconscious programming and brain synapses, right? So this is why what you need to release, the long-term investment in a situation that continues to come up with these as an emotional response and trying to hide it, right? 7 of Wands. I'm just gonna hide this. No, the fuck you're not, because that little fire. I'm gonna use all the natural forces of lightning to set fire to the flame. What? Set flame to the rain. Bring the fire down, and it is a shock and awe over your nature. Okay, over your nature. So something's going to cause an action. This lightning is happening. What happens when the lightning comes? Oh, rain. It forces that earthworm out of the ground. Interesting. Okay. So a natural occurrence. Oh, with the star coming out and justice. Okay, this is destined and this is justice. Just let it go. Is this releasing situations that you tried to force with a Aquarius and a Libra? For somebody it definitely is. Okay, you got to release it. Is what's holding you back and you need to release? Is this Seven of Wands and the Tower coming out over the Seven of Pentacles? It's like you don't have to be there to see somebody pay. You don't have to be there to see their karma. You don't have to be there. It's like waiting on the world to change. You don't have to sit around and wait on the world to change, on their world to change. You can move on. So there's this energy of you have to hold on and bring, it's like, I had to bring everybody with me. That's my family. I can't do it without them. Yes, the fuck you can is what you're figuring out. So anywhere where you're feeling like you have to hold on to somebody that goes back and forth, or hold on to this behavior, continue to do the same thing, even though it splits you, you're realizing you don't have to do that. Anywhere where you had this belief, this self-judgment that you had to do things a specific way, or you will not be approved, that's done. Like you don't have to hold on to that no more. Yeah. Just want to look at these all again before I move on. And it's like divine intervention is showing you like you've done enough. You've healed in this. You were persistent. You were consistent. You held the light up in the darkness. If they don't want to come and catch the bigger bait, if they didn't want to come and catch a bigger creature, become more. If they didn't want to come and become more and develop, you don't have to hold on to this. Star and the Justice is like, you did what you should. Let it go. Yeah. Because in this situation you're dealing with, even it's like anywhere where you could have helped this person develop or become more clear about where they're at or what's happening in their energy, it's like it was cut short. I just see like they're too fractaled. They're fractals. They're in pieces, and they are the only one. Like when we started out with that with that moon energy over there, that was a healing happening over the brain. They're the only one that could do that for themselves. You can show them how, but the best way to show them how is just to be it, to live it, to do it, so they could see it. Okay. So now let's go into our next position with the sapphires, which is where you could shine, which are your emerging talents, abilities, and your assets. And that is the Nine of Pentacles. Like I just finished saying, the best thing you can do if you want to help them is to do it for yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is right here with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're finding your independence. You're finding your stability. You are doing it for yourself. And the Nine of Pentacles also speaks about using your spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities to benefit and be of service in the world, to guide you through this world. The Nine of Pentacles talks about attracting money and material assets. And the Nine of Pentacles just gave me a message that I've never heard from it before, which is the wise use of your time. The wise use of your time. So it's like the wise use of your time that contributes to increase in finances and material possessions is where you shine. This is something that you do so well that it must be, I'm hearing it must be talked about, it must be shown, it must be known, and it must be grown. Okay. Show me the Nine of Pentacles here in the sapphires. And it is the Scorpion coming out. The Scorpion, Scorpio energy. The Scorpion is a stinger. It's a creature that lives at night. So it's like through the power of living at night, during the night, dark night of the soul, you found power. You found your power. And there's this energy of knowing where to sing. It's like when you shut somebody down, that shit stings, okay? You know where to strike and when to strike, and when you strike, it's precise. We have the Devil coming out, and it's in reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. No more codependency. No more unhealthy attachments. No longer being compelled or controlled by money or sex or physical appearance or other people's codependent ego. You do it for yourself, not because of what they think of you. You do it by yourself, no longer with this Capricorn. You do it by yourself, no longer feeling like I have to do it for somebody else. Okay. 10 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, because you know the truth about entanglements. You know the truth about entrapments. You know the truth about because this 10 of Wands is like it's a blocked path. You can see clearly the truth about what blocked paths there are. So you have no problem being the stinger, and they can talk all the shit they want when you recognize that there's some sort of unhealthy, toxic, egotistical, spiritually misaligned connections. Yeah, this is not aligned with my spirit. It's got to go. It's got to go. If it's not aligned with my spirit, it's got to go. All right. In your next position, we have the quartz crystals, what you learn, new knowledge and information. And it is the 6 of Wands, your winner, victory. Good morning, Georgina. Divine day to you. And it's like the 6 of Wands is like what you learn, everything comes together I heard all things come together for God's glory. But it's like everything works together. Even the people that come into your life that are disaligned, that show you disconnection, that show you unhealthy connections and places that are disaligned in energy, it all comes together to help you overcome, to help you to see what's really there. So you've had all these experiences. So many of them were disconnected, disaligned energies. The zebra, it helps you to identify between the black and the white. You can see what it is. You walk in the light and the dark all at once, and you can identify easily as the third eye is lit up with the rainbow, the energy that's coming your way. Whether they're ones that you hold on to or ones that you let go of, or regardless of how long you hold on to them and let go of them, because they're showing me that's a cycle. The holding on and the letting go is a cycle. Regardless of how long the phases are of the cycles of holding on and letting go, there's awareness. There's awareness that is brought forward to you. That's the underground. It's cleansing out the spot over the moon energy. It's breaking up that calcification. It's cleaning up the residue. It's breaking the crust off. 6 of Pentacles with the Hierophant. It's like there's great gains in continuing to give attention to the life lessons and understanding that everything is delivering to you lessons from the divine. Okay, there's a teacher here for a lot of you. I am the teacher that's helping you see where the benefits are coming from experiences that aren't always feeling so easy, right? 10 of Pentacles is there, which is awesome because that's at the bottom of the deck. So again, we have a 10 of Pentacles with the Son of Cups. Spirit is guiding you. So basically, every time you keep cutting off things, these unhealthy connections, these repetitive karmic cycles and stuff like that, what I'm seeing is you're closing out karmic contracts, soul contracts. And this is also changing your synapses in the brain, your subconscious programming, and your DNA. This is what I see happening. And what do you learn? You learn through the contrast. You learn what it feels like to be on Victory Road. You learn that on Victory Road is actually kind of a solitary energy, I'm hearing. All right. So let's see what your rubies are. Who you may know soon, new relationships with your rubies, is the Seven of Cups. Well, that's an illusion. What? That's an illusion? That is a projection. It's what? So who you may know soon is going to be a projection of your own ideas. Anybody that you may know soon. It could be also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It is cups. But there's somebody coming in new relationships. New relationships. How are your what are your new relationships showing you about what you are projecting is what is coming up in this position of the rubies. Show me more of the Seven of Cups and the rubies and who you may know. And it's a firefly. Fireflies, they flicker on, they flicker off. So this is somebody that flickers on and off. And they're best seen at the night. They're best seen in the night. Is this different ones that are going to see you as a firefly? You light up the night. You flicker on and off, but they don't have the light. Okay. I see that going both ways. It could be somebody who is lighting up your night. Okay, interesting. Let me see more. Show me the Seven of Cups in who you may know soon with the rubies. And we have the Chariot. I told you for some, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person. This is the energy of Cancer for me when I read. And Two of Pentacles. This is a zodiac sign Cancer who's at a distance. Somebody who you may know soon. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign Horse. I see that. And then we have the Ace of Wands. A new person in your experience. A yes in your experience. And this is a yes from the past. Okay. So this is somebody that you already know. That's in your experience from the past. Cancer zodiac sign that's gone through some changes. They're going through some changes. This is who you may know again. Now, they're coming in who you may know soon position because this person's gone through some changes, meaning their energy is not the same, meaning they're not the same person no more. You're going to have to get to know them all over again. So, in the position of your unpolished diamonds, which is your hidden assets, your hidden talents, and things that you can develop, you have the Daughter of Pentacles. And I heard the ability to read your world, okay? The ability to interpret, decipher, decode, and process and consume the information from your world, okay? And we have the Unicorn coming out. You're a magical being. You know, it's like the unicorn horn over here is giving it's like an antenna connected to the third eye. It's like, I can see what it all means. Okay. Let's see what else. Show me more about the Daughter of Pentacles in the unpolished diamonds position. Thank you. And it's the Four of Cups. Nope, I don't want any of that because a big old rat has been walking all over it. That's fucking disgusting. I'm not drinking from that cup. With the Ace of Cups, I have a clean cup. I'm gonna drink from my own clean cup. No, thank you. I don't fucking want that. That shit is that a nasty rat sitting on top of it. There's no way in hell you're gonna get me to put my mouth on the rim of any of those cups. And then look, I have my own fucking cup. My cup is clean. I'll drink from my own cup. Thank you very much. The Son of Swords. But hold on, I got a message for you. And the message is the Nine of Cups. You are my wish fulfillment. So energy coming here about what you can develop is understanding that every time you say no to some shit that's got some rat ass on it instead, and you're like, I'll take care of my own self. I'll drink from my own cup because that has rat ass on it and I don't drink from rat ass. I'm hearing it's drawing in, it's attracting faster the wish fulfillment. It's magical. Don't feel down. Don't feel bad about rejecting a fucking rat ass cup. We're not going to drink from a cup that rats have been sitting on when we have a true cup to drink from. When you do that, you're attracting more. And notice there's no rat's ass on any of these 9 of cups. You're attracting more wish fulfillment. That's what I'm seeing. So understanding that the power of saying no is the power of saying yes to what you do want. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, why do we need to give ourselves permission to fucking say no to shit we don't like? Like, dude, you don't have to just fucking sit there and take it. Bottom of the deck is a cosmic egg. This has been held in. And there's some energy here, again, connected to the Ouroboros, the great serpent, because that the way that cosmic egg is wrapped up with that snake is definitely giving, like, you're going to have to go through this transformational process. You're going to have to go through these changes of letting go. So this is totally giving me the energy of you're going to have to say no to a whole lot of fucking frogs before you find your prince vibes. Okay. You're going to have to say no to a whole bunch of no thank you shit. And it's like Mother of Swords, honoring your boundaries, honoring your limits, using your wisdom and your discernment as you're doing it. No rat's ass around here. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining, doing all the YouTube things. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.